Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Okay, today's topic, you guys, is how to avoid weight gain. How to avoid weight gain on a cruise ship. Woo, you're like, a cruise ship? Does that sound fun? Does anyone want to go on vacation with me? Should I put this on right here? I'm messing up my hairdo, but I'll do it over and over again because it makes me laugh. And I want to have a good time today. I want you to be excited because when we are talking about going on vacation, anyone going on vacation? Give me a thumbs up right now. Maybe you have one planned. Give me a thumbs up if you have a vacation planned or a trip coming up. Tell me where you're headed in the comments. But in today's episode about how to avoid weight gain when we're on a cruise ship or a vacation, I'm going to share with you guys 8 specific strategies. And these are to help you to stay on track. So it's going to be 8 specific strategies. And yes, your vacation may not be on a cruise ship. And it may not be the Ahoy cruise ship. This fits me a little better than that crazy umbrella. But these are definitely tips and strategies that you can use no matter where you're going on vacation. I just happen to be going on a cruise next week. So this one was top of mind, and I was trying to get myself fired up so that I myself am a role model for you. So these are the 8 tips. These are the 8 strategies, what I'm going to be doing next week, and I'm excited to share them with you today. So remember, they can be applied, these 8 strategies, on land, at sea, wherever you are headed on your trip. So give me a thumbs up if you like the topic, and make sure to tell me in the comments if you do have a trip coming up and where you're headed. Is it on a cruise? Is it on a plane? Is it on a train? Let us know, because I think it's fun. I want to know where you're headed so I can celebrate you and go, have a good time, bon voyage. So here we go. Let's get started. Not going to waste any time today. Now, tip number 1 of 8. Here is my best strategy for you. This is most important. Numero uno, you have to do number 1. Ready for this one? Here it comes. Oh, I like this one. I've got my giant light up head here because it's hilarious. But you have to get inside your head first and foremost, and you have to set your intention for this trip. So the light bulb has to go on. If the light bulb's not going on about your cruise ship and how to avoid weight gain, then you might as well just tune off and, go off on your own. But if you are serious, if you don't want to gain back the weight that you've already lost, if you want to maintain where you're at and, avoid any kind of disaster, you want to set your intention in your brain, in your mind, and really feel confident and secure about that decision. So are you with me so far? Who's ready on number 1? Write in the comments if you're with me. Don't be wasting time. Don't go, No hemming and hawing. No thinking about it. Go right to the comments and say, yes, I'm into this. My intention is to not gain weight on my upcoming trip. So I need that from everybody before we move on. I'm looking at the comments. Because this is what I want you to do. When you go on a wonderful vacation, when you come home, I want you to have amazing memories. I want you to have souvenirs, not extra pounds. So here I'm holding up an Eiffel Tower from one of the most amazing trips I have ever had in my life. I found tickets to Paris direct. This was a few years ago, but it was like $29 direct. And I was like, is this for real? So I grabbed those tickets and I grabbed my family and off we went around to the other side of the earth. First time ever going to Europe, and we had such an amazing time. And no, I wasn't focused on croissants and yada, yada, yada. What I was focused on is memories, and a little bit of shopping. And yes, I went all the way to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Yes, I did amazing things like climbing steps and running here and running there and just having the absolute time of my life. But it started with making that intention in my brain about what I was after. Now, I want you to come home with these fun souvenirs, these fun memories, not the extra pounds. Okay, are you with me? I'm checking still to make sure everybody wrote in the comments. Because that is really the key, right? We want to have our intention and have our head on straight. So let's move on to number 2, because I've got 8 tips to go through today, 8 strategies. And tip number 2 is I want you to think about an emergency snack plan. No, I'm being a little silly. I'm being a little over dramatic. But seriously, we're going to have a good time on our trip. Everyone's going to go off and have quite an adventure. But it's been my experience. It's been my strategy to be successful by packing those emergency snacks in your backpack or purse. On your person is most important, not like in the hotel room, not in your cruise cabin, not in the luggage, on your person of somehow. It is dire. It is very important. It is a national emergency that you have that done. So you with me on number 2? I'll change it from a red light to white. Is it not an emergency? Do you have your emergency snack plan? It's serious. You can't joke around about this stuff. Now, I talk about this concept a lot, and I share specific ideas of what I put in my emergency plan inside Extra Easy Keto. So if you have your copy, you can flip directly to day 7, which is kind of like chapter 7, but it's day 7 of Extra Easy Keto, and I share lots of lists and ideas and strategies on what kinds of food I actually bring with me with concrete examples and lists. And I encourage you to make your own list. Don't just copy mine. You want to make sure it is right for you and your needs and your cravings. Okay, here's just a few. I'm going to give you a little preview because I told you I'm headed off on a cruise next week. Thus the hat. And I don't want to gain weight. So one of the things I did in my emergency snack kit is I'm packing some Quest bars. I ordered a whole case on Amazon. I got a lot of bars here. Now, I'm not planning on maybe eating them all, but I'm just going to stash them all over the place. I'm going to put them in my backpack, put a couple in my purse, put some in this carry-on, put some in this bag. I'm going to put some in the seat pocket in front of me, put it in the suitcase. Wherever I'm going to be, I'm going to make sure one of these is close by just in case. That's one of my emergency foods. I got so excited there. Another random food that's always in my travel emergency kit is a chia cereal pre-mixed, ready to go. I make a little cereal pouch in a Ziploc bag, and I've got videos for all this stuff. But basically, you're looking at some chia seeds and some of sugar-free sweetener, some crushed up nuts. Pretty simple stuff. And then I'm going to add some hot water, which I can do on a plane, on a cruise ship, anywhere, right? Hot water. And then I'm going to make myself a little cereal. I might even add some healthy fat like butter if I have that around, like from a food service tray, or I might add some cream if I happen to have that on board. But either way, I am prepared. I may not have these things. That may not be the most desirable breakfast I've ever had in my life is chia seed cereal. But if I'm in a pinch and I'm starving and I'm hangry, before I go off the rails and head to the croissant store, I want to make sure that I have the right foods on my person to help me through that moment of panic. Lately, another one I'm obsessed with is just peanuts because they're so dang affordable. I know that nuts in general are low carb. A lot of them are, right? But peanuts for me lately, I just love them. They smell so good. And this is what I do. I keep a little pre-measuring situation going on in here so I don't go crazy. And I'll pre-pack these into small Ziploc bags and also put them all over the place for travel purposes. I just like that they're cheap. I buy these giant tubs at Costco, Kirkland for like $6-7. They're pretty affordable, right? Now tell me what you are packing in your emergency kit. Do you have something? Put it below in the comments. If you need some more ideas, look at everybody else's shares. I also bring along a really quality water bottle. Why do we do that? Water is free, right? So you want to bring your water bottle so that's not one of your excuses. Stay hydrated because you have your portable cup with you. So let's move on to number 3 because we got to get through 8. We just planned our emergency backpack trip. Are we excited about that? You are? What are we going to bring? So we finished with our emergency plan. We finished getting our head on straight and getting our intention set. And now what we're going to do is pile some activities onto our plate. So I'm going to get out my giant plate here. Isn't it cute? My striped plate. We are going to get some activities and pile them high. Now, what I mean by pile them high on your plate is get involved, get crazy on this vacation, get involved in the amazing opportunities that you might have. Don't sit on the sidelines and be like, oh, I'm just going to take pictures. Oh, I don't really want to do it. I'm scared. No, go zip lining, sign up for the horseback riding, get in the pool, take the bingo class, take the Zumba if it's offered, maybe do karaoke, trivia, especially when you're on a cruise ship. I'm going to put on my next cruise ship hat because you know I like the hats. But one thing I learned on a travel was how to play a musical instrument. And this blew my mind. I had no idea about how to play a musical instrument until I was on a vacation. And they had lessons for free. They had yoga. They had morning ukulele. And I fell in love with it. So what is offered on your cruise ship, on your vacation? What kinds of activities is your family, friends interested in or planning? I encourage you to really get into those. And here's the thing, you guys. I think when you come home from your trip, the activities that you did, excuse me, get a little drink. I think that the activities that you do on your trip are going to be the ones that stick with you for the long haul, not the pounds, right? We don't want the weight gain. So the memories, the little photo albums that you make, the little souvenirs that you come with, you're going to be able to look back and go, oh my gosh, I went on this cool, amazing family bike ride. We rented this cool, 4x4 bike and we went along the ocean's path and it was so much fun. I remember when, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be what sticks with you, not the extra pounds. You with me so far? Now, here's a tricky one. Sometimes on vacation, especially with cruise ships, they start telling you about the activities on board, and they list one of them as, I feel like I need a drum roll, eating. I need a gong. Here we go. Now, are you with me? I don't really feel like eating is an activity. Eating is something we do for survival, for nutrition. It's enjoyable. Yes, we want to dine and have good food on our trip and experience local culture and food of the vacation. But really, is that an activity? I'm going to push back on that one because eating is not an activity. And I wish somebody had called me up back when I was my previous self, back when I was more like 300 pounds. And I wish someone had said, Stephanie, do you see how you can't fit in the airplane seat? Do you remember how that felt to be so embarrassed and stressed and scared when I had to ring for either a miracle or swallow my pride and ask for help from a flight attendant? To which I did none. I didn't ask for a miracle. I didn't ask for help. I just hid in shame and humiliation. And I wish I could go back to this person in this before picture here. When I was more like size 26, wearing size 3X, 4X, I wish I could tell this person, there is so much more fun to be had on a vacation when you fit in the seat and you can walk up and down the aisle to the bathroom without having to go sideways. The food is not really going to give you that joy and that happiness, but it's the activities, it's the feeling healthy, the time with your family and loved ones. That is really going to be what's most important. So I wish I could go back to my old self and, stop wasting so much time and years off my life, convincing myself otherwise. So tell me, you guys, is there a favorite memory from your past vacation? Is there a memory that was an activity that you loved, that was so much fun? And I hope that you'll share that in the comments. Like, did you zip line? Did you hike? What did you do that was so fun? Did you go on a boat? Did you go see dolphins? Did you water ski? Tell me what you did in the comments, because that is going to spark a lot of joy from the group and help us get our mind right. Yes, that's correct. We want to experience life and have a great, healthy, fun vacation, not just wallowing in the dessert section of the buffet line. But more on that later. Now, I mentioned leaving a comment, so hopefully everyone's doing that right now. Are you leaving comments about your favorite memories on a trip? I hope so. And while you're typing, type in the comments. I'm going to spin the wheel so that I can pick a winner for a prize giveaway. The free prize today is a wall cling. Let me reach down here and show you an example. Here is the example of a Dirty Lazy Keto wall cling. It's peel and stick. You can use a dry erase marker to write messages on it. You can write, here's my goal. You can keep track of how much water, how much vegetables. You could keep track of your net carbs. You could write a quote that meant a lot to you. It's super fun because you can just dry erase it with your marker, Erase it, keep it on your fridge, your grocery list. And it's just a simple thing to have on your fridge or wall, wherever you'd like to keep it. If you'd like to win one of these, please put it in the comments. Say, pick me, pick me. And then I'll know to maybe zero in on you when I do my random selection. And I might pick more than one person. Sometimes I'm in a good mood. I've been trying to get my husband involved to help me with that job. So you can even say, Bill, pick me. And then he might even go, oh, I can see her. So be sure to comment. That way you are eligible to win a prize. Plus, it's just more fun. Then we're having a good time today, right? I love hearing your stories. So I'll put that out of the way. Let's resume because we are on number 4 now. We're on number 4 of 8 tips. And the number 4 tip I have for you, this is a strategy that I urge you to consider to avoid vacation weight gain on your cruise, on your vacation, on your trip. And this is when you are at a sit-down restaurant, okay? Think about your server. They're coming over to the table. This is what I want you to do. Tip number 4. Hello. I want you to speak up. I've got my megaphone here with my red lipstick on it. I want you to speak up and be loud and proud. Be assertive about your needs. Let the server know what it is you want to order. And be very clear. Do you want dressing on the side? Do you want no rice? Do you want no fries? Would you like a double order of vegetables? Ask questions. What is today's side vegetable? Oh, it's potatoes? No, thank you. What else do you have? Could I have a double salad or a side salad instead of the risotto? Ask questions, speak up, and place your order. And here's a little random tip too, since I'm wearing my cruise ship hat. Cruise ships often have, which is so amazing, I'm going to give them a gold star for this. A tingling, a gold star. Cruise ships often have diabetic-friendly markings on their menu and also desserts. I know. A lot of buffets do, really. And a lot of restaurants do. Be sure to ask. And you don't have to embarrass yourself in front of 28 people at your table. You could go in earlier. You could go on their website ahead of time or whatnot. Just pull your person aside, your server, and say, do you have anything diabetic-friendly? Now, if they don't know, which is often the case, they may not know, you will have to figure that out on your own. I understand that can be frustrating. I've got so many lists, remember, inside Extra Easy Keto. So check back to your lists, the cheat sheets that I included. That way you can make a decision about what's going to be best for you. You know, whether that be asking just for a bowl of berries, having a little bit of whipped cream, real whipped cream, sugar-free Jell-O. You'd be surprised what they might have available to you. Now, keep in mind, too, on cruise ships especially, it's okay to order multiple entrees or desserts or multiple appetizers. You can customize what you're ordering. Now, granted, on a cruise ship, it's just kind of one price, right? They say, okay, here's your menu. What do you want? And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to have this appetizer, and that appetizer. Done. You can do that, and that's just one charge. If you're in a restaurant, things are a little bit different, but still feel empowered to make your own decisions about what you are ordering and what you are eating. Because this is your life. This is your health. And if you had a heart condition, would you feel weird about asking questions or being specific about a low sodium offering? If you were allergic to peanuts, would you be embarrassed or, shy about asking if things were cooked in peanut oil or contained peanuts? Of course you wouldn't. You would be assertive. So be the same for yourself and your health. Be clear. And if you want to indulge, I want to put this out there because some of you are like, well, I'm going on vacation. I want to have the blah, 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 baked Alaska. Then do it. However, educate yourself. Know what you're getting into. Own it. Right? Say, okay, yeah, I'm going to have a bite of this or 2 bites of that. And that's important to me. If you're doing that, own it. Be honest. Count it in your net carbs. Yes, you might be over that day, but maybe not. Make a plan. Be honest. Be real to yourself. And then you're going to still have a great time and you're not going to go crazy overboard and come home with weight gain. Now, personally, I can't go in that direction. I just want to throw that out there. The whole I'm going to have this dessert and I'm going to eat this and I'm going to Italy, so I'm going to eat pasta. I personally can't operate that way because I'm like an all or nothing person, like all or nothing, all or nothing. If I get a bite of any of this carboliciousness, I will go crazy. I'll go completely off the rails. Before you know it, I've gained, 140 pounds back and, it's 3 years later and I have no idea why or how. Is anyone else like that? So know yourself, know you. That's really the most important tip on that end. I want you to just do your homework. I think that's important. I'll show you my giant pencil here. Do your homework. And I will link up a video next, which is about keto diet mistakes dining out. Keto diet mistakes dining out. And that'll also help you in terms of planning, making good decisions, and avoid those mistakes. Let's move on to number 5. We're on number 5. We're on number 5. We're doing good? Still paying attention? You're here. Tell me you're here in the comments. Say, I'm still here, Stephanie. What's your favorite tip so far? Tell me in the comments. And tell me, too, if you're going to indulge or not. I'm curious if you're like me or if you're strong. If you can have a little bit and be fine with that. I'm always curious about people like that because I'm like, wow, that is not me at all. But we are curious and happy for you if that is you. Let's move on to number 5. Here's my tip. I want to talk about drinks a little bit. Big, giant, bold font, capital letters. Avoid the very beautiful, colorful umbrella drinks. Avoid these at all costs, especially in the cruise ship when you first join, you first walk on, people are all, here you go, everyone, and they're handing them out, right? The Mai Tais, the spirited daiquiris, what have you. But usually when things have bright colors and fanciness and the little bloop, 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 bloop sticking out the top, for me, it usually spells trouble and a lot of sugar. So I would be very cautious about accepting those kinds of drinks. Instead, here's what I recommend beyond the high quality water bottle. We talked about that, right? So you can get your hydration in because you're going to be so busy at Zumba class and ukulele. But also be prepared because you're on vacation, right? Be prepared with your low carb drink order. Now, what if you are going to have an alcoholic drink from the bar? Like you got the all-you-can-drink package. There's no judgment here. Be ready. Have a drink order at your fingertips. Maybe you are going to look for one of these cool Bud Light zero-carb beers. Maybe you're going to offer yourself a seltzer. Some of those malt beverages are very low in carbs and super attractive. Or maybe you're not doing the alcohol. Maybe you're just going for a diet soda. Keep in mind, you'll have to add more water to your routine if you are having caffeinated beverages or alcoholic beverages because they're dehydrating, right? You'll have to add more water to your already baseline to maintain your fabulousness and avoid any kind of dehydration, aka keto flu. Now, one of my favorite drinks, here we go. I pulled this out of hiding, let's see if I can make it flash for you because that's so fun. Oh, there we go. Hey, I love the shots that come in the flashing whatevers. Shot glasses, how fun are these? But you could get yourself a hard alcohol drink by simply ordering the hard beverage of your choice and then some kind of a sugar-free mixer. Now that could be diet soda, you could be old school, or you could get yourself a sugar-free Red Bull or sugar-free Rockstar. But these are on the menu. You know, they're hip to this. People want to make you happy on vacation. The servers know you're paying big bucks and they want you to feel comfortable and safe and get the drinks that you want so that you can have a good time. So keep that in mind. I think that's fun. And if you are really celebrating, you could go ahead and get the party started with that champagne because champagne is low carb. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I do have videos on alcohol, wine, beer, all sorts of lists in all the books. So if you need more specifics with that, consult your copies of Dirty Lazy Keto because it's there. I have it for you. All the wines, all the beers, the seltzers. I've got a big, long section about it in Dirty Lazy Keto. Get started losing weight while breaking all the rules. So you can go to the index and then you can just quickly get some ideas there. What is your idea? Do you have a favorite drink? Put it in the comments, right? So we can remember I'll do the. You want to win that wall cling, right? So go ahead and put your comments, share your idea, tell us what you will be having on your vacation. Don't be shy. Number 6, I want to move on and tell you about, move these drinks out of the way. Number 6, I want to tell you to take advantage of room service. Woo, get your menu out of the room service, people. Now, whether it be delivery from an outside source or the free menu. Ooh, on the cruise ship, I love the free menu. It's so fun. But on cruise ships specifically, they have a lot of options that can help you, brought right to the room. And that way you can have a little snacky poo before you head off for your next activity, your next adventure. And I even have a snack before I go to meals. You're like, wait, say it again. I do. I actually have a little snack before I head to dinner. The reason why is I don't want to show up to dinner all hangry and then beside myself. I don't want to feel that way. I'd rather have, some healthy snacks on hand that I could munch on while I'm curling my hair, putting on my red lipstick. And then when I arrive at dinner, I'm not that hangry and, as tempted to order something I'm not comfortable with or that I might regret later. At least on the cruise ships I've been on, I've been able to order some kind of a side salad. They have something like that you could order, very small. Order more than one if you want. I also have ordered veggie plates. Yeah. Now, I may not want to eat all the veggies that come, but I'm going to pick and choose the ones I like. And I will also order, this one I guess is kind of funny, but I'll order tuna fish sandwiches. I love tuna fish sandwiches made by somebody else because it's so much work to do yourself, isn't it? I love to order tuna fish sandwiches or some kind of a turkey and cheese sandwich, and then I'll just pick out the insides and eat that on the cruise ship. And I love that. They'll also have you noticed when they serve you on a cruise ship, they'll bring pickles? I love the pickles. Pickles can also help you with your electrolyte balance and help you maintain proper hydration. So ask for extra pickles with your sandwich. Yummy, right? Now, if you're saying to me, Stephanie, I'm not on the cruise ship, I got to pay for all this. Okay, I get it. However, there's so many food delivery services out there. You could go to Instacart. You could go to Uber Eats. You could go to DoorDash. Whatever it is you want, you can have these folks bring it to you at your hotel, at your cabin, wherever you're at. That way you have the supplies that you need. It can be groceries. It can be snacks. It can be whatever it is you want. You're worth it. Again, imagine if you were that person allergic to peanuts or had a shellfish allergy or had a heart condition. You wouldn't think twice about getting some proper groceries or food brought to you so that you can stay healthy and on track. Being low carb, taking care of your body, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? So don't be shy about going in that direction and spending that money on yourself. I encourage you. Let's move on to number 7. I hinted about buffets earlier. We were talking about buffets, remember? And I said, there'll be some details on buffets. Toss the beer aside. It's not open. But one thing about buffets, I feel like they are your friend. You might be surprised by that, but I really enjoy a good buffet. Whether it's on the cruise ship or at a hotel, I feel like they are an amazing way for me to just pick exactly what I want, build the plate that I want, and the quantity that I want. And I don't have to ask too many questions. You just wander around, look what's good, make your little plate, and you're good to go. I feel like most buffets, especially in the morning, they're going to have eggs, either hard-boiled, scrambled, what have you. Yes, I have the giant egg in front of me because eggs are going to be calling my name right away. I'll even put a little butter on my eggs, which some people think is weird, but I'm like, whatever, folks. I think it's tasty. And it keeps me full all morning long. Now, something else I might order or pick out at the buffet are going to be some of the breakfast meats, sausages, bacon. What are you going to pick out? Tell me in the comments. I'm going to avoid the breads. I'm not interested in those. But even if it's not breakfast time, what would you choose on a buffet? Would you choose some of the deli meat? Are you into the sausages? Are you into salami or turkey, steak? What are you into? Tell us in the comments what to look for on a buffet. What do you look for? Is it cheese? Are you going to be slipping something in your pocket for later? I might be looking at berries. Now, I've been known, this is super tacky, but, I have been known to take the berries that's meant to be crudité, like the little topping. I've been known to just scoop that all by myself and put it on my plate. You know what I mean? Well, it'll have a fruit salad, and then there's strawberries around the perimeter that are meant to just look pretty. I'll take them all for myself. And yes, I know that's so embarrassing, but hey, I like blueberries, I like blackberries, I like strawberries. I'm not afraid to go ahead and help myself if need be. Just do it quickly and keep moving. You are going to enjoy finding things on buffet, fresh lettuce. You're going to see salad greens, a whole bunch of different choices, right? Cottage cheese, lettuce, tomato. You can make your own salad if need be. Love a good tomato. And it's so fun that somebody else prepared it all for you, washed all these vegetables, cut it, prepared it, and then you can just help yourself. So tell me what you put on your plate when you are low carb, keto, at a buffet. Add in the comments. Because I'm going to move on to number 8 now, and then I'll circle back and read your comments after. But my number 8 tip, and this is to help you be successful to avoid weight gain on the cruise ship. Put my little hat on again. I like it. Is I want you to get moving. Get moving, get moving, get moving. And I've got a game for you. Do you like games? You're like, get moving. I've already done activities, Stephanie. Here's my game. My life is a game. It's a miniature version of my spinner. I love games. I love prizes. Here's what I do on vacation. I take what I call the stare challenge. Does anyone else do a stare challenge? This is a game I play with myself, but it doesn't matter if I'm at land or on sea, on the cruise ship, the hotel. I challenge myself, and I encourage members of my group, my family, to see who can go the longest without using elevators or stairs. I'm sorry, elevators or escalators. Elevators or escalators. So you have to take the stairs. That's the stair challenge. And I like to do this to my family and offer up a prize. Because my kids love prizes. I love prizes. And, you know, whatever you want to cough up, you could say whoever goes the longest gets $100, $20, $50, a gift card. I don't know. It's more about just the fun, isn't it? It makes you feel happy and good about yourself. I did this recently with my daughter home from college, and we had a contest who could go the longest without leaving dirty dishes in the sink. And the last man standing got a $20 bill. My daughter and I went over a month. She'd be like half asleep and still washing her cereal bowl because she did not want to lose. So if you are a competitive person, try that stair challenge because it really does help. Now, be sure to pack shoes on your vacation that could cooperate if you do have to take a lot of stairs. Because some of the activities that my family likes to do, we're climbing to the top of chapels or churches or coliseums. It's a lot of walking. And if I'm committed to winning, I need to have the right shoes on. So that is my little suggestion for number 8, which is fun, right? Are you interested in the stair challenge? Are you going to do it? Tell us what you do to keep moving on a vacation or on a cruise. I think it is really cool to hear your ideas too. So put that in the comments. But bottom line, folks, in order to win this battle, the fight against obesity, I do encourage you to squash that YOLO excuse. You know what the YOLO excuse is? What is YOLO? Put it in the comments if you know. YOLO. You only live once. That tends to be the worst one that comes up when it comes to vacation eating or vacation and dieting or weight gain and vacation. People tell themselves, or their family does, you should have that. You're here in this amazing place. You have to have fried clams. You have to have a margarita. You have to have this XYZ. Squash that YOLO excuse because it is just an excuse. Okay, I want you to squash it. Put on your fighting gloves and be like, bam, bam, bam. Every time you hear it, like fight the power. Put your arm in the air and punch the sky. And let your family know or let your brain know if that starts to creep in that instead of going carb crazy on your vacation or your cruise, think about maintaining your health and your fitness to enjoy dozens and dozens of more adventures for years to come. YOLO is just one moment in time, but you and your body, you're here forever. You are here for decades. You want to enjoy your body, enjoy your health for more than just, the next weekend or the next 5 days. You want to go on living your best life forever. That's the whole point, right? To spend time with your family and friends and to build those memories and to have an amazing trip that you feel proud of. So you come home from that trip of a lifetime with memories and good health and then planning the next trip. So extra easy keto, you guys, it's doable for everybody. It's fun. I'm trying to support you on your weight loss journey and make things shortcuts, cheat sheets, tips, enthusiasm, support. I want to be here every step of the way so that we can celebrate all of these milestones together. Are you in? Are you in? I can't hear you. I want to hear you.
That was easy.
I'm pulling out all the stops here with my bells, my whistles. I want to hear you in the comments say, I'm in. I can do this. I want to go on a vacation and not gain weight. I want to do this way of eating forever because it's a lifestyle and that's a mind shift. And once you figure it out and that light goes off, right? Once the light goes on or off, whatever you want to call it, it changes your whole mindset to freedom and then happiness and joy. And then it becomes so easy. It becomes so easy. So keep in mind, you guys, I've got tons of resources to help you from the YouTube videos that are free every week. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube so that way you get notifications. They drop every Sunday at morning. I might also drop a free podcast every week. I'm usually posting every day or so on Instagram at Dirty Lazy Keto. So all of these places to support you and give you ideas and fun, in addition to right here. So you're in the right place. Be sure to stay tuned for that next video I mentioned, which is Keto Diet Mistakes Dining Out. So I like to wrap it up by giving everybody a huge round of applause and for thanking you for watching and listening how to avoid weight gain on a cruise ship and on vacation. So I believe in you. Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Are you clapping? Are you clapping, clapping, clapping? Bon voyage, everyone. I'll see you when I get back.